Hello, I'm Fast Lawyer. Today we're doing a Let's Play and full gameplay, full walkthrough. So, warning, spoilers. If you're interested in this experience, I would recommend just buying it on the Steam store. This is virtual near-death experience. It's only 99 cents on the Steam store. It's a fully 360 cinematic 3D VR experience. It is what it says it is. It's a near-death experience. Obviously, it's an artistically recreated experience. Obviously, you need to nearly die in real life in order to have a real one, but this is as good as you can get outside of that happening to you. But this is purely cinematic. There are no interactions. There is no gameplay. I did enjoy it. Like I said, it's only 11 minutes long. Let's go ahead and let's start. You only press trigger for starting. That's the only time you use your touch controllers. There is no spoken dialogue, I believe. I believe it's all gibberish. I couldn't really make out any words. It could also just be a foreign language. It's just an opening scene of an operating table and you flatlining for a couple of minutes. So this is, again, recreating a near-death experience. Like I said, if you're interested in this game and this experience, I would recommend you just buy it, experience it in VR. That's how it's meant to be experienced. This YouTube video is just going to spoil it for you. And keep in mind, you're not getting the same experience as you do in the game. Obviously, VR brings it to life. It immerses you in the experience, so you're just not going to get the same sensation watching a flat video on YouTube as you would in VR, where you look all around and you're immersed in this world. And you know, you're kind of at this point just overhead of your own body, and you're kind of floating away, and you can hear kind of like the background chatter of the hospital, people trying to resuscitate you, trying to save your life, but you flatline, which I think has happened right now. So there you go. We have died in VR, and we're gonna live to tell about it. Again, this is an artistic recreation, obviously. A lot of the accounts of near-death experience have similar themes, but there's also very different experiences, so they're not all the same. There are some scientific explanations for what people sense in these near-death experiences, but this is just, like I said, an artistic recreation of what people have described. You can consider it a spiritual experience or a religious one. There are no angels. There is no white light per se. You know, not like you're going to heaven or hell or anything like that. But you definitely see different things as you go along on this near-death experience journey. And I think a lot of this is taken from different beliefs. I have not personally had a near-death experience, however. When I was a child, I did get run over by a vehicle. And I can definitely say that I saw things in those brief seconds that felt like several minutes. It was just a few seconds. But it felt like time had slowed down and I was seeing a whole lot of different things. I'm not going to get into it because it's a little personal and I don't want to give out too much, but I wouldn't call it a near-death experience, but definitely I was out of it, obviously from the impact of getting hit by a vehicle. I don't think I was near death, but I was definitely knocked out there for a while, and I definitely saw stuff that would be in this kind of vein of where you're seeing stuff and you're not sure if it's real or not. You can call it a surreal experience. And as you can see, it's a 360 3D experience, purely cinematic. There are no interactions. There's nothing for you to do but to take in the experience. I am talking a lot. The reason I'm talking a lot is because I am really worried that I might get a copyright strike. Now, a copyright strike is different than a copyright claim. I wouldn't mind a copyright claim. You know, my YouTube channel's not monetized, so I don't lose money either way, but, you know, there are ads introduced into your video if there's a copyright claim. But a copyright strike actually removes the video from your channel, and if you get too many copyright strikes, you can have your channel basically deleted by YouTube, so it's a very scary thing. I only do games, so I should never really get a copyright strike. But I have gotten one before just for doing a game review, showing gameplay. I believe I'm showing gameplay, so I shouldn't get a copyright strike, but unfortunately, the copyright holders of this game can just automatically decide to file a copyright strike, and there wouldn't be much I could do about it. But I consider this to be along the lines of a review. You know, I think this is a type of experience where you need to experience it in VR to really get the full effect. I think this is pretty awesome, and I definitely recommend this game. It's only 99 cents, so, you know, it's not a lot of money. It's a short, like I said, 10-minute experience. I really enjoyed it. How else are you going to get a near-death experience? If you're going to get a near-death experience, it might as well be in VR. And yeah, it's definitely a surreal experience, and I really enjoy it. But I'm talking a lot because I want you guys, if you're interested in this, to go ahead and buy it and experience it for yourself. So I don't want to just remain quiet and let y'all see the video uninterrupted, because I think that would defeat what, you know, that's basically like you know, the developers want you to buy this game so you can experience it for yourself. So if you're interested in this, go buy it. It's only 99 cents. So I'm making my mission just to talk all the way through it, so that if you're interested in this by watching my video, that you'll actually be motivated to experience it yourself in the silence, in the sounds of the intended experience, versus having a narrator just basically talk through the whole thing. But that's what I'm trying to do. So I hope you realize that I'm doing this intentionally. I don't mean to be annoying, but I want to talk all the way through it. Hopefully I won't get a copyright strike. That's my biggest worry. I definitely don't need a copyright strike on my channel. And I really shouldn't. I think YouTube is wrong. I think the copyright holders are wrong to do that. You know, this is basically free advertising for the developers. You know, I'll put a link where you can buy this for yourself, and there you go. You know, we rose from our bodies. We rose all the way to the wonders of the universe, but now it seems like we're getting called back. I think this is what VR is perfect for. You know, these artistically recreated experiences that you just otherwise couldn't experience in any other way but to VR. You know, because you're fully immersed. Because you look all around, you see the 3D visuals, and how else can you get as close to experiencing this yourself other than going through a near-death experience, which I do not recommend. I do not recommend that. But yeah, I enjoyed it. I do recommend it. I'm not going to give this a rating, because I think, you know, when you're rating something, how do you rate something like this? You know, you either enjoy it, it's something that speaks to you, or it doesn't. So this did speak to me. I did enjoy it. You know, maybe your near-death experience was totally different than this. That's fine. I did enjoy it. I do recommend it. So go ahead and buy it and download it yourself. Hopefully you did that at the start of the video versus me spoiling the whole thing for you. They're all clapping. They're all really happy. But maybe the guy was super happy being in the void versus coming back to life. You know, who knows? He might not have a good life. He might be struggling in real life, so who knows? But the doctors, the nurses are all happy. It makes sense that they'd be happy, but who knows if the patient is actually happy about this. By the way, this is from the Swedish Arts Grants Committee, so this, I guess the developers are from Sweden. So anyways, this is the virtual near-death experience. If you enjoyed this, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And developers, if you ask me to pull this video, I will. Please don't file a copyright strike. Anyways, have a wonderful day. Goodbye.